was like. Joy and sorrow never last. I'll die trying not to live in the past. If you knew my story, my heaven and my hell, if you knew my story, you'd have a good story to tell. I left my clothes on that cold river rock, my cares and my woes rolled up in my socks. I lay down on that mountain stream, the icy water rushed over me. If you knew my story, my heaven and my hell, if you knew my story, you'd have a good story to tell me. I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. Many backs have broken from this weight I know. I was born to carry more than I can hold. Even though I stumble, even though I fall, you'll never see me crumble, you'll never see me crawl. If you knew my story, through the water, from the world. If you knew my story, you'd have a good story to tell me. I'm not alone. Tell me I'm not alone. Even though I stumble, even though I fall, you'll never see me crumble, you'll never see me fall. If you knew my story.
You'd have a good story to tell.
Well, look how you've grown.
Daddy!
So good to see you, son. You win the war all by yourself?
I had a little help.
Well, I salute you.
Then you salute us all.
Hi, Billy.
Look who I'm visiting with.
Marco, is that you? You've grown every which way.
I was just delivering a book your daddy ordered.
Daddy, have you been reading again?
I have, son.
What did I tell you about reading? That could make you smart.
I know. Call the hillbilly police.
Mr. Kane, Billy's been sending me his stories from overseas, and I've got a stack of them all edited.
Oh, and I got published in Stars and Stripes.
Billy!
Did you get my latest?
I sure did. You can come by the bookstore and pick it up.
Well, what'd you think?
You don't have to know everything all at once.
Margot, that is so you. Is Mama inside, or you're making her plow again, Daddy?
Billy, I've got your back.
What's gotten into her? And where is Mama? Mama! What is it, Daddy?
No way to write you, son. We had a visitor while you were away. Unwelcome as he was, he came on in one day. He sat down quietly at your mother's side. She laughed with him You know how much she loved you, son. She had no fear of death. She went on peacefully. She just closed her eyes and drifted off to sleep. She's gone. She's gone. You know how much she loved you, son. Let's walk on over there and lay a rose upon her grave. Why don't you pick a Floribunda rose, son? That was her favorite. Here she is, under the walnut tree.
You bought her a gravestone angel.
There was this lovely woman back at Julia Wolf's garage. She made me a nice deal on it as a courtesy.
It's beautiful.
The owls are speaking tonight. I'll go hear what they have to say.
Mama, when I was in mud up to my knees, I thought it would be you mourning me. Not this way around. And I'm sorry that Daddy put an angel over your grave. You used to make fun of people for doing that. You said you'd rather let your deeds speak for your time on earth. Mama, thank you for the way that you raised me. The way you spoke, your parlance around the house made me a curious lover of words, and you always pointed me towards the writers who used them well. Remember when you had me copy stories out of the Asheville Southern Journal, just so I would know what it was like to write well? I made it home, like you always said I would, but I never thought homecoming would be so cruel. You are my mama, and I place my hand here to touch you, now and forever.
She's gone. She's gone. You know how much she loved you, son.
Here it is, Max. Since when did you become such an avid reader?
Since you took over the bookstore and started working at the soda shop, I lost 3 pounds. Margot, would you like to go to the movies with me sometime?
I don't want you to spend your money on me.
It would be cheaper than buying all these books.
How, Billy?
Margot, sorry, it took me a while to make it in.
I thought it might. How are things with Daddy?
It's doing better. It's strange. We both swear we can hear her call out to us sometimes.
How are you doing?
I started writing again, and that brings me comfort. A thesaurus, are you writing now?
No, Max just returned it. He thought it was a book about dinosaurs. And I read all the stories you sent me.
I've been wondering about that. What'd you think?
Well, it started out great.
Oh.
But then it got better and better.
It did?
Billy, you've grown, and so is your writing. Now, I caught a few typos and retyped it on Heavy Bomb. In fact, I retyped them all.
Thank you, thank you. Now, Margot, I've been thinking, what if I submitted some of my stories to the Asheville Southern Journal?
What, Billy? Yes, yes. You were always so tentative about it. What made you decide that?
I'm ready for my life to begin. I'm ready for it all to start. My heart's about to bust. Don't lead the way, I must follow my own bright star.
Edna, we still have those special delivery stamps I've been saving.
We sure do.
I'm not mailing them, Margot. I'm gonna hand carry my stories to Asheville and sleep like a dog on their doorstep until I get published.
Good luck, Billy.
Many a long cold night I huddled down in the dark. I made a vow, if I ever made it out, I'd follow my own bright star. Bright star, keep shining for me. Shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me. And one day I'll shine for you. Thank you.
For what it's worth, I'll miss you.
You never know what life will bring. Only what you bring to life. Hopes and dreams and fine imaginings, they happen in their own good time. I've seen a weak man fight. I've seen a strong man cry. I have learned the bright it can turn into the darkest night. Bright star, keep shining for me. Shine on, shine on. Bright star, keep shining for me. And one day I'll shine for you. There's always a song to sing, a melody in the dark, lifts my spirits every time I hear it, comforts my aching heart. Bright star, bright day, keep shining for me, and see me through. Bright day, keep shining for me. I'm on my way. Bright star, keep shining for me. Shine on. Bright star, keep shining for me. One day I'll shine for you. Bright star, keep shining for me. Shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me. And one day I'll shine for you. Hello, is this the Asheville Southern Journal?
Good question, because the sign is often wrong.
Don't mind there.
If someone wanted to submit some stories to your magazine,
Let me take them and hand them to the nice man.
And you can wave them all goodbye.
Why wave them goodbye?
Because our editor, Miss Alice Murphy, is one of the keenest editors in all of America. The New Yorker magazine tried to send people down here to hire her away.
But she wants to stay right here in North Carolina.
That's good.
Not for young tadpoles like you.
She once made Ernest Hemingway cry. He lay right there, banged his fist on the floor, and sobbed.
Why?
Because he used a comma to join two independent clauses.
Look, I came all the way from Hayes Creek and I gotta get back.
Well, aren't we busy?
Can I pick up some of my stories tomorrow?
You really think we're going to read your stories by tomorrow, if at all?
I'm sorry, but we don't even read young writers anymore without a whopping letter of recommendation.
Now, where did that door go? Oh, there it is.
Thomas Wolfe read them.
Thomas Wolfe.
Yes, he wrote me last year saying I had talent.
I'm a great admirer of Thomas Wolfe. You can leave your stories here.
Well, I will tell him you said that. You must be Miss Murphy.
I don't have to be, but I am.
I'll wait to hear from you. I'm William Kane.
And I'm writing your name down. William.
Mr. Ames, hand me those stories. I'm going to read them.
Why?
Because he's a liar. And liars sometimes make very good storytellers. Now, what about the new submissions?
Oh, we have several. Here's one from Carl Sandburg.
Well, we should certainly look at that.
Tennessee Williams.
A very promising new writer, yes.
And a new one from Joseph Algonquin.
Ugh, another one. He's always terrible.
Miss Murphy, I think it's time you knew. Joseph Algonquin is my pen name.
Oh, well, maybe you've improved. I'll take a look at it.
Don't bother.
Miss Murphy, there's a dance at the Shiny Penny tonight.
And all those soldiers returning home from war keep asking about you.
No, tonight I want to cozy up to a few unnecessary adverbs and cut their heads off.
I've heard stories about you, Miss Murphy. You weren't always such a wallflower.
No, not always.
The whole world's rejoicing about the war being over.
And you should get out and celebrate too. Come with us just this once.
Way back in the day, I would have gone with you. Way back in the day, you could not have kept me away. I was the life of the party. I was happy and carefree, dancing on the floor with everybody. He was next to me. We'd sing and we'd sway to every song together. Way back in the day, you could not have kept me away. Moonlight, music from across the river, calling, playing through the night. I would run barefoot through the sounds of summer to be with everyone. Way back in the day, never would have had to ask you. Way back in the day, I'd have been the first one to say, come on, what are you waiting for? It's all going on outside of your door. I won't take no for an answer. You're coming out with me. Now that's a sight. The mayor's son with the sleeves rolled up repairing an icebox.
Well, if it isn't the little princess of Zebulon. Princess, now tell me, what is the matter with repairing an icebox?
Jimmy Ray, an icebox has no moving parts. There's ice and there's a box. My granny could repair an icebox.
Yeah, keep talking, Alice Murphy. I'm curious on how your mind works.
Okay. You remind me of Adonis. You know who Adonis is?
I sure do.
Well,
He's
you
the
remind
Greek
me of
god.
him. In fact, you remind me of the myth of Adonis when he's repairing the icebox.
Oh, you ever think you might be too smart for this town?
All the time.
What makes you so sure?
I entered an essay contest in Raleigh. The first prize was $5 and I won it.
Well, what was it about?
I wrote about a rebirth of Southern writers, how we should all be writing about the Southern way. That's how we can make our voices known.
Well, I don't know how a group of judges from Raleigh could turn that down.
They couldn't. I took that $5 and I put it in my college fund.
How much is in your college fund?
$5. Want a biscuit?
Sure, I wouldn't mind having a biscuit.
Your hands are dirty. You don't want a dirty biscuit.
Well, I guess you'll have to feed it to me then.
Now you and I were thinking the exact same thought.
You've got a little wildcat about you, Miss Murphy.
What's that, Buck?
Whoa there, that's Scott Fitzgerald. He's a new writer.
I know who he is. The Beautiful and Damned. Is that us, Jimmy Ray?
Damned if I know, but you sure are beautiful. You can keep it. I finished it.
If my daddy sees the title, he'll kill me.
Read it under the covers.
So, who you gonna take to the couple's day dance?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Well, I'm standing right here in front of you.
That is not proper. You asking me?
I read somewhere you have to plant the idea in a boy's head.
Well, that sounds like a pretty smart book. You're a young girl and you want to know better than to be here. What would everybody think? Whoa, mama, better back up slowly. Make a quick getaway, hurry on home. Whoa, mama, at the ranger go. When your papa get a shotgun after running that knob. Hiding in the shadows, fall out of trees. Wait by your window, whisper, bless you when you sneeze. Someone will look at you just like this. Someone will ask you for a kiss. You're a smart girl, make a fool of somebody. I'm a smart girl, and I know that it won't be me.
We'll see.
Oh, mama, take a second look before you set your sights on me. I'm a restless small town boy with a heart as wild as the big city. Someone will take your hand just like so. Someone will never want to let you go. Someone will put you on a pedestal. Someone will tell you you're incredible.
I'm a young girl, and I wanna go dancing. Wanna dip and twirl with the handsomest boy in town. Somebody comb their hair and put a good shirt on, pick me up at 8. Somebody take me there, gonna have a lot of fun on the very first date. Someone will want for you to walk her home. Someone will want a little time alone. Someone will wait as long as it takes for you.
You're a sweet girl, wrap a man around your pinky. On your feet, girl, get going, cause it won't be me.
Somebody's gonna buzz around you like a fuzzy bumblebee.
Oh, girl, so mama, pretty as a daisy. You smell like a rose, make a man crazy. But it won't be me.
I'm home.
Where you been? You should have been here helping in the kitchen. Where'd you go? No daughter of mine, not to worry me so. You're
black sheep, a little lost lamb. All you ever do is reprimand.
Shame, shame, shame on you. There ain't no limit to the trouble you brew.
Shame, shame, shame on me. You make a mockery of the family.
You're the black sheep, a little lost lamb. When you gonna love me just the way I am?
I pray that you will change your ways.
I don't know why girl can't have any fun around here.
Why on earth have you been so hard-headed since the day of your birth?
Why in the world? Can you do us all a favor, be a good little girl?
You're the black sheep, a little lost lamb.
Should have raised you with the firmer hand.
Black sheep, a little lost lamb.
Always up to your shenanigans.
You gotta start towing the line.
That's all I ever do round here is toe the line. You're saying do right, do right, do right, do right for me. You're saying step aside, that am I do it, I do right for me. You're saying do right, do right, do right, do right for me. What's right for me? It's bad for the family.
I swear I'm gonna have to rein you in.
You're saying do right, do right, do right, do right for me. You're saying better mind, do it right, do right for me. What's right for me? Is bad for the family.
Alice, we need you to shell these peas.
Why do I have to shell the peas, Mama?
The Lord gave us those peas, Alice.
Why do you have to put them in pots?
Don't you ever question the Lord.
I'm not questioning them. I'm just saying maybe some of my ideas are better.
Black sheep,
Little lost lamb, should have raised you with a firmer hand.
black sheep,
Little lost lamb,
should have raised you with the back of my hand.
Do right, do right, do right, do right for me. Do right, do right, do right, do right for me. Step in line, better mind, do it right, do right for me. Do right, do right, do right, do right for me. What's right for me? It's bad for the family.
Thank you, ladies. Jimmy Ray, you were supposed to be here a while ago.
Sorry, Daddy. I was out fixing an icebox.
Can you believe my son? I'm trying to hand over an empire to this boy, and he's out fixing an icebox. What's that?
Application for college. I've been thinking about it.
4 years away from home when everything you need I'm teaching you here within these walls? Your grandfather taught me and I teach you. That chain must not be broken.
Yes, Daddy, I understand that, but come on, I thought we discussed this.
Stanford, do I sense disinclination?
None of our business, Mayor.
There is a whole world outside of Zebulon. I want to get to know it.
Who are you getting this from? And where's that book you were reading?
Oh, I gave it away.
Good. Let the jazz agent fetch someone else.
Mayor, the Conklins.
The Conklins? And Charlotte, what about it?
They've got a beautiful daughter, Ola. Well, a daughter with resource.
Stanford? What exactly isn't your business?
The Conklins are a family with produce trucks that drive across the state. And we are the second largest purveyors of produce for 300 miles.
So, you want me to marry someone for her trucks?
That's an equation they don't teach in college.
Where is the romance in that?
Romance? I have no comment.
No comment? What do you think that was?
Just have lunch with her.
I couldn't do that. I've met the daughter and she is a dumbbell.
Doesn't have to be her. The Wilsons in Wilson-Salem have a beautiful daughter and a very active horse farm.
I've met her. She's indistinguishable from the horses.
All right. How about Naomi Watts, the daughter of tobacco? And she plays the banjo. Okay, I know.
Come on, Daddy. You know I couldn't carry a conversation with any of them.
You don't have to carry on a conversation with them. You ever seen me carry on a conversation with your mother? It is not necessary.
And that is a tragedy.
Son, the way it works is the business is handed down and we marry conveniently in order to live well.
Don't break the chain. Right, Daddy?
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do when a man's gotta do what he's got to. A well-bred wife with a silver spoon and knife
will butter your bread twice as good as you do. I remember when I was your age. That's when I was settling down. Your mother and I were engaged, and I opened up a bank account.
You can't expect the future to be just like the past. You haven't got a clue, sir. Please try to understand.
When I stood tall side by side with your grandpa, there was just nothing at all we couldn't do.
With all due respect, I observe and I object. There's no rush for me to step into your shoes.
You can't waste your time on foolish things when there's real work to be done. There won't be any stopping you and me when you do what I tell you, son. You have no idea what I'll do to protect this dynasty.
The road beyond the river leads right back to this house. I won't be gone forever. Just let me go now.
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do when a man's
just like
what he's
the
got to
past.
do. When I stood tall side by side with your grandpa, there was just nothing at all we couldn't do. I can't understand why you can't comprehend what to do. Why can't I get through to you?
Daryl and I read your stories.
Yes, and I thought they were extraordinary.
Really? Extraordinary?
No, I said that too fast. I meant extraordinary.
Don't mind Daryl. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
My nerves are jittery enough already.
Shot of vodka.
I don't drink.
Billy, if you want to be a writer, you have to drink alcohol and feel sorry for yourself. We'll meet you one night down at the Shiny Penny.
Going.
Well, Mr. Kane, it's very rare to have a young writer make it past our gatekeeper, Mr. Ames. Your Thomas Wolfe letter certainly helped. He wrote you last year.
Yes, overseas. Thomas was very kind to me.
Do you have the letter up and dying to see it?
I do. I'm never far from it.
If I were you, I would protect this letter. Could be very valuable one day.
Thank you, ma'am.
It is indeed valuable already since Thomas Wolfe died 7 years ago.
I missed that.
Obviously.
You can imagine how difficult it was to get this letter. Are you sure?
I'm as sure as he is. He's buried right here in Asheville.
Miss Murphy, I'm just doing what I had to. I never would have made it through the door.
Clearly. Here are your stories back, Mr. Kane.
Did you read them at all, Miss Murphy?
Like I said, your story's back. Except this one, which I'm buying from you for $10.
But I thought you said...
I'm not publishing it, but I am investing in you. You have a flair, Mr. Kane. Not for the scourge of war, but for gentleness and tenderness. And also the well-timed lie. You write well.
Do you mean that, Miss Murphy?
I don't have time to hand out compliments I don't mean, but you write better when you find your voice. You need to find a sweeping tale of pain and redemption in the people you know and in the people you meet.
$10! I'm rich.
You never know what life will bring, only what you bring to life. Hopes and dreams and fine imaginings, they happen in their own good time. They happen in their own
is hard. It's time for me to move on.
From what?
Us. I hope you understand it's not you, it's me.
She's got it ready!
I'm acting as the most you slender thing. Every young woman deserves a new dress.
Tomorrow I turn 21. I've known Billy Kane since I was 6, and it's time he sees me in a new way. As the woman I am.
Good for you.
Billy's back from Asheville today, and he said he was coming here with a surprise.
A present.
Something he got there.
There's a jewelry store in Asheville. Oh, Billy, I'm so happy for you.
Margot, the bookstore looks spick and span.
I just made room for a new magazine rack.
Oh, that's appropriate.
Oh, how?
I've got something for you.
You said you did. I was wondering.
It's my new address.
Oh.
In Asheville. I'm going to live there and right there.
Are you sure that's $10 from the Asheville Southern Journal?
Not published
Billy,
yet.
this is so exciting. A real adventure.
I can still send you my stories. Is that all right?
Well, of course. You're gonna need somebody to cash this check.
You kidding? I'm going to frame it.
If you frame it, you can't cash it.
Well, hello and goodbye. Will you miss me?
Like I miss trouble.
Did you ever think that one day you'd be selling a magazine with my stories in it?
Yes.
Margot, I could almost kiss you right now.
When you get to Asheville, write me if you will. Tell me how you're doing, how it's treating you. Do you like your new job? Did you find a new love? Is it everything that you're dreaming of? Ooh, if it don't work out. Ooh, if it don't work out. Ooh, you can turn around, and come on back to me. Come on back to me. You can come on home to me. It won't be the same here. Without you, I'll be fighting tears. When you were over in the war, I fought 'em off before. I'll just stay on the lookout, and I'll listen for the sound of your old 34 Ford coming down the road. Ooh, if it don't work out. If it don't work out. Ooh, you can turn around and come on back to me. Come on back to me. You can come on home to me. When you get to Asheville, write me if you will. Let me know that you still think about me.
Come on, Zebulon, it's Tuppence Day. Grab a partner. Thank y'all for coming. Good to see y'all. Anna Marie, good to see you. Lisa Beck, good to see you. while the roosters crow and the birds sing. Take your sweetie and make a ring. Every other woman, every other man. Bow to your girl, bow to your man. Now we're home, so take the band. Thank y'all. Happy Country Day. I'll see y'all next year. Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody see you slip away?
Not a person anyone see you.
Oh, come on. I do not care who sees me with you.
You don't care who sees you with anybody. I heard you had tea at the Magnolia House with Ola Conklin.
Oh, Daddy made me. He thinks it's good business.
She made you dance with her too.
Well, Daddy thinks we're still living in the old South.
Well, we are, aren't we? This is Hicksville, Jimmy Ray, and we're the Hicks in the Ville if we don't get out. So, what was she like?
Who?
Ola Conklin.
Well, she sneaked rum in her tea.
Well, that's something to her credit.
Why are you favoring her? You should be jealous.
Not me. I've got to stand up for myself, don't I?
Are you playing me like a fiddle, Alice?
I'm not playing.
Alice! Alice! Where is that girl?
I think she went down by the
Oh,
river.
she sure is down by the river a lot, and she never brings her rod or reel.
I think she's landing a fish anyway.
Oh, Alice! Alice!
That's Daddy. It's almost dark. I've got to get back.
What could be better than holding you close to me like this?
I'll be in trouble if I stay out late again.
10 more minutes and my arms won't do anymore.
What could be better than holding you close to me? I can't imagine improving this moment at all.
If I asked you for a kiss,
How could I resist?
affects young women sometimes. You're about 11 weeks pregnant.
Oh, Lord.
It ain't the Lord that done it, I can tell you that. That only happened once that I know of. You been running around, Alice Murphy?
I don't call it running around. Love's not running around.
Does he love you?
I think he does.
When you tell him about this, you will know.
Dr. Norquist, Zebulon is 1,000 tiny eyes in one single tiny mind. How can happiness and trouble walk hand in hand?
They sometimes do.
What do I do now?
Come back in several weeks. I can handle this on account for now. And don't worry, you can trust me with this news.
I sure hope you don't love her.
What are you talking about?
Jimmy Ray, are you the father of Alice Murphy's child?
It's conceivable.
Jimmy Ray, sometimes you are just too eloquent.
Wait, she's gonna have a baby?
It appears she is.
I should go see her.
And what?
And tell her I love her.
But you don't mean that. Now, it might feel like you do, but you're young, Jimmy Ray.
No, I know those feelings, those misleading ones. I've felt them before, but Alice, she's different. When I'm with her, I feel these special qualities.
Special qualities? Those special qualities exist in your imagination. And the last thing we need right now is you dragging around a callow bride and child everywhere we do business. Now, you let me handle this.
Daddy, I'll handle this myself. It's my right and my responsibility.
To see your face, oh, I can't wait to see your face, my baby, I can't wait to see you, my baby, I can't wait to see you. You're a son from heaven, our love was meant to be. To us you were given, our love was meant to be. My baby, I can't wait to see you. My baby, I can't wait to see you.
You have brought sin into our blissful Eden. Our son was weak before you.
Have you ever stood up against society? Very few people can withstand it.
There are ways to undo these things.
Undo?
That is a crime upon a crime. This baby would destroy Jimmy Ray's career. I thought you loved my son.
I do.
North Carolina doesn't abide illicit couples.
You don't want to go to a home for wayward girls. They're like prisons.
I know a place, a cabin in the woods, several hours out of town where you could go until you figure things out. I've done it for others.
It sounds to me like you're being offered a sanctuary. Alice, Jimmy Ray will ask you to marry him, but you must say no. Now you wait just a year, you'll be one of the leaders of Zebulon and eventually all of North Carolina.
If this were known, there are people who wouldn't do business with them.
You wouldn't do that to Jimmy Ray.
Of course not, I wouldn't. Of course.
Then you must wait.
Wait, Alice Murphy. Wait.
Go to the cabin in the woods.
I'm gonna make you a sweater and dress you up so fine, and we'll always be together. I'll keep your hand in mine. If you're like your daddy, handsome, strong, and true. If you're like your daddy, all the girls will be chasing
look like you're standing in a movie.
That's the way I feel.
I want to set things right. Marry me.
Will you marry me, Alice Murphy?
Yes, Jimmy Ray, yes. But we can't right now. Not right away.
What? Why?
We need some time. The people in this town always looking at us sideways.
Come on, I don't care about all that.
And so many reasons. Dr. Norquist offered a cabin in the woods where I wouldn't be seen. It's the only thing that makes sense right now.
Why are you always giving me trouble, Alice?
Don't you know I'm always going to give you trouble? Felt like a butterfly. Feel.
And shake your little hand. If you're like your mama, you'll make me a happy man. I'm gonna make you a promise to love you for all time. I'm gonna make you a promise to keep your hand in mine. My baby, I can't wait to see you. My baby, I can't wait to see you.
Miss Murphy asked me to meet her here. Am I being sent home? It's been 12 weeks and I still haven't published anything.
She's on her way.
That sounded scary.
Daryl can make happy birthday sound scary. Show him, Daryl.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Mr. Kane, your latest piece is a bit of a mess. What's going on?
I'm sorry, Miss Murphy. I sent it to Margot and I hadn't gotten a response back, so I just submitted it. Frankly, I'm getting a little discouraged.
Well, don't get discouraged. Work on it with Daryl. He's a fine editor.
Why did my mouth just go dry? How about I work with Lucy?
No, I will keep you out of harm's way.
What do you think of it, Miss Murphy?
What do I think of it?
Yes.
Well, first I think you need to cut 300 words.
300? Which 300?
The superfluous ones. You look shocked.
I always thought that was pronounced superfluous.
And your second to last paragraph should be cut.
What?
Look, you need to cut the word twixt.
What? Why Twix? What's wrong with Twix?
Use between.
Why?
Because a man wrote this, not Tinkerbell. And your last sentence should be cut.
Why?
Because it's as purple as a baboon's butt.
Miss Murphy.
It's true. And this last sentence flows nicely, but I'm curious.
About?
Now, why, Mr. Kane, would you end your essay with the word 99% of our readers have to look up? ... the longing of the human heart in its search for propinquity.
I did that on purpose, Miss Murphy.
Why?
Well, it's the only $5 word in the whole piece, and because of it, I get the impact of the ending twice. The reader lands on a striking word with an elegant cadence, propinquity. Then they go to the dictionary. The longing of the human heart and its search for closeness.
I'll tell you what, if you can sway Daryl, you can sway me.
So that there's hope.
Let's put it this way, nobody has ever swayed Daryl.
Bright star, keep shining for me. Shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me. And one day I'll shine for you.
I'm just glad the shame is here in the woods and not in our house.
Quiet. You wake the baby with your ranting.
Thank God it's a boy. You know it was Eve who tempted Adam. Isn't that right, Alice? You bewitched him and...
Mr. Murphy, ladies.
You came to see your grandson.
So, this is the child.
Isn't he beautiful?
Yes, he's fine looking.
We named him after his father. Isn't that right, little James? Where is Jimmy Ray? He's been up here every day, cooing over his boy.
He's on an errand to Durham.
On a Sunday? Stanford, you come to see the baby?
I love children.
Now, this terrible and tragic situation must be salvaged.
Fortunately, there's a solution.
And I'm here to see that it is implemented. A legal and completely anonymous adoption.
What?
No, that is not a solution.
A legal and completely anonymous adoption. That is the only solution.
I have the papers drawn up here.
Were you aware of this?
Somewhat. And I've spoken with Jimmy Ray and he agrees.
He agrees?
He certainly does.
I doubt that.
Didn't he, Stanford?
He sure did.
You are not of age, and only the father has to give consent, while the true father in this situation is decidedly unclear.
You watch the way you talk about our daughter.
Nobody is taking my baby.
You have got to be reasonable. Don't deny him a better way of life when he could grow up with pride. Folks will laugh and talk behind his back if you bring home a bastard child.
You can take him. He's my baby. You can take my baby boy. Daddy, don't you let him. Mama, don't let him. You can take my baby boy.
Don't be foolish, why would you want to do this? Don't you want what's best for him? I know people wealthy and agreeable who would like to take him in.
You can take him. He's my baby. You can take my baby boy. Daddy, don't you let him. Mama, don't let him. You please can take my baby boy.
I will take the baby to the state agency myself and Ray. They've already been contacted.
No, you cannot.
I'll sign it.
No, you will
No,
not.
Daddy,
I have
don't.
to do what I think is right for our daughter.
Don't be selfish, let him go and help me leave behind the world ashamed. If he's ridiculed and they make fun of him in school, you'll only ask yourself complaints.
Please don't take
He's our
him.
grandson.
No, don't take him.
He's our only one.
You can't take my baby boy.
I'll give you a favor. when a man's gotta do what he's got to. A man can't be fooled, can't be played, can't be schooled, can't be made to follow rules they say he ought to. A man must provide for his family, pave the way for success. A man must provide for his family and ensure their happiness. I won't be duped, your young mother is confused to imagine she could use my son. I won't let anybody stand in the way of the plans that I've made, not anyone. A man must engage his backbone, stand up straight and strong. A man must engage his backbone and right what has gone wrong. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. What a man's gotta do, got to. I won't let anybody stand in the way of the plans that I made, not even you. A man must protect his family, shield them from all pain. A man must protect his family and preserve his good name.
Now boarding number 7 for Raleigh, Charlotte, and Chapel Hill. Number 7, board.
You doing okay, Alice?
First time away from home.
You were always too smart for this town. And Chapel Hill is a wonderful school, and you got a scholarship.
That came out of the blue. How is Daddy?
I know your father's a tender man. Right now, he's searching scripture to try to find something to justify what he did, but the Bible is not obliging. How's Jimmy Reagan?
Mama, as soon as I get settled, he's coming up to meet me. And we're gonna find our baby.
That'll be a joyous day for all of us.
Lonely, broken feeling, lonely to my soul.
You got the power, you got the faith, you got the strength to go on. You got the light, you got the way, we're never all alone.
So long, sweet embraces, so long, summertime.
You got to fight, you got to say, I'm never gonna stay down. You got the night, you got the day,
I got the old dark cloud. The sun is gonna shine again. 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 Long time I've been waiting, a long time, long enough.
you got the look, you got the feel,
You got the face of true love. You got the charm. You got appeal. I've got to let him go. The sun is gonna shine again. The sun is gonna shine again. The sun is gonna shine again. The sun
You shouldn't be drinking.
Something's gotta calm my agitation.
You should be lying down. Here, your medicine.
No doubt about it. I'm turning yellow as a sunflower. There's poison in my liver, they tell me. It's a swift thing.
Maybe not.
Suitcase? Where are you headed?
Chapel Hill.
Overnight?
Maybe more. Maybe a week or more.
Who's gonna take care of me?
I've arranged.
You take care of me. The son takes care of the father the same way the father took care of the son.
I'll be back.
What's in Chapel Hill? Business, I hope.
What do you think?
That girl that almost ruined you. You stay away from her. Trouble once is trouble always.
She and I are bonded. And we have a child out there. Together we are going to find him and lay claim.
Find him?
Yeah, you'd be surprised what could be accomplished with a little.
You will never find that child.
What are you talking about?
Still holding on to that suitcase, Jimmy Ray. That's better. I took care of my son that night. I made everything right for you so you could go into the world without encumbrance.
The adoption should have been mine.
There was no adoption.
What are you talking about?
I cleansed you. Sure as I was dipping you in baptismal water.
Is this the liquor talking?
Nobody knew the mayor on the train that night. I was just a businessman passing through. But not with papers and a briefcase, no. Something better. Something better to relocate.
What? What did you have?
Had me a baby in a suitcase.
What do you mean? What did you do?
I stepped out to the far end of the train where it was nothing but me, the creature, and the clatter of the tracks. I walked out in between the cars.
No.
As we passed over the river, I flung him high into the air.
I've heard of evil in the world, but you and I are flesh and blood. He was just a baby. He was my son.
I did it for you.
There goes a chance for happiness and all our hopes and dreams. I'll never get to see his face or know the boy he'd be. I can never go see her again, never hold her in my arms again. I could never tell her why. How could she ever love me now? Ooh, heartache. How could she ever love
love me now. Heartbreaker, heartbreaker. Look at what you've done to me. You've destroyed me. I can never go see her again. I can never hurt her with all this. I can never tell her lies. You may as well have murdered me when you cast him away that night. All I have to live for has died. I can never go see her again. Never hold her in my arms again. I can never break her heart.
I gave Miss Murphy one of my humor pieces.
Oh, that's great, Daryl. What'd she say?
She said she liked it and asked if I could turn it into a humor piece. Look who just walked in. You think he knows this place sells intoxicating beverages?
I think he's lonely. Let's find out. Well, boy meets girl. This calls for a slow gin fizz.
It does?
It does.
I'll have one.
You ever had one before?
I've seen pictures.
So, you lonely since you've been here?
Every night I have a date with my typewriter.
Oh, Billy, that's not real company. This is what a real person feels like. Thanks you forgot.
That does feel real.
There's more where that came from.
Hey, Lucy, don't drink them both.
Here you are. Well, what'd you think?
It's sweet and tart at the same time.
Just like Lucy.
It's called slow gin fizz, but that doesn't mean you have to drink it slow.
You are a modern woman, Lucy.
A bit.
So you want to be a writer?
Better, I want to be a censor.
A censor? Why a censor?
Well, when I was 12, I bought my father a Raymond Chandler mystery novel. I was watching him read it one night, and suddenly his face went the color of a rose. He set the book face down. He called for my mother and took her into a separate part of the house and closed the door behind them. So I went over to see what he had just read. And right there, in the center of the page was the word Brazil. Now I thought, this must never happen again. So now a few nights a week, I take home a manuscript, I fix myself a Manhattan, and I search for hidden erotic content. Would you like to do that with me sometime?
Well,
What, you got a girl back home?
no, I don't know.
Then don't bring her to Asheville.
Why not?
Because country girls flatten out under city lights. Another round.
Really?
Beautiful lady.
A lady, please. No, on a Friday night. All week long, I'm up to my elbows, working away at my 9 to 5. I'm not gonna waste a week at home, hitting the town every Friday night. Pour another round, pour another round. Pour me another round. Have you tried a Ritz or a Greyhound? So many drinks in so little time.
Muscadine wine makes me feel so fine.
I like hard liquor, it hits me quicker.
Muscadine wine makes me feel so fine. I like hard liquor, it hits me quicker.
Come on, Hayes
Muscadine wine makes me feel so fine. I like hard liquor, it hits me quicker.
Shot of whiskey, got me feeling frisky.
How about a rum and Coca-Cola with the extra added bonus of a soda with a little kick?
How about a rum and Coca-Cola with the extra added bonus of a soda with a little kick? Woo! I was feeling lonesome and homesick, down the jag, feeling dubious. I've discovered what does the trick. Bartender, give me some more of this. Another round, pour me another round. Another round, pour me another round. Pour me another round. Pour me another round. Pour me another round. Pour me another round.
I asked to see you, Mr. Kane, because Mr. Ames put your propinquity piece on my desk. He seems to think it's ready.
Ready?
We're publishing it next month.
You are.
We are.
Miss Murphy, would it be all right if I were to jump for joy right now?
You may.
Yeah, woo, yes.
Is that the best you can do?
One more time. Yeah, oh my God, thank you, Daryl.
Oh, get down, boy. Miss Murphy, may I remind you you're a train to catch?
You're leaving?
I'm going to Raleigh on some long overdue personal business.
With a stop in Zebulon to see family, I hear your tickets.
That train stops right through Hayes Creek. We can meet there. I could show you the places I've been writing about.
Well, I've done it for other writers. Daryl, have Lucy put it on my itinerary.
Lucy's gonna be a little late to the office today. She's feeling under the weather.
Is that in quotes?
Very.
I'm afraid that's my fault. I went to the Shiny Penny last night, and Lucy and I had a bit of a flapdoodle.
You love to pull words out of your hat. I got the same habit.
I got that from my mother.
I got it from a desperate need for attention.
Well, I've got a little of that too.
You writing anything new?
I am, and I found I'm writing more and more about home.
Mr. Kane, it would be easier to get Lincoln off the face of Mount Rushmore than to get home out of the heart of the Southern Rider. I'll see you in Hayes Creek. Congratulations. Are these all the files from May 15th, 1924?
They are. The laws are changing this year. These records won't be open anymore. Would you like me to help you search? Again?
That would be so kind. The baby was wearing a blue
I
sweater.
know! A blue sweater.
Maybe in one of the photos.
The photos are in black and white, Miss Murphy. Maybe he wasn't dropped off in Raleigh. You should try some of the surrounding towns. Charlotte has an agency.
He was dropped off here. Kate, you remember anybody else looking for the whereabouts of a baby left here on the same date?
Not that I recall. Should there be?
I would think so. I know this is hard to hear, but maybe he didn't care as much as you. If there is truth in the world, he would have cared. Somehow, he would have come looking. It's only been me behind the counter for the last 19 years. Well, then that's a puzzle I should have sorted out before.
Leanne! Marie, wait for your mama. We'll go on ahead. We'll just walk and meet you there.
The sun does shine around.
Hello, Jimmy Ray.
Alice, young Alice.
Not so young.
Young forever in my memory.
This your house? It's nice.
I worked hard over the years.
Those your kids?
In a way, they're my sister's kids.
You married?
No, I never married. I came close a couple of times, though.
I guess I would have heard. I followed you.
No, you never married. I paid attention. You did so well in Asheville. I would look up at your building. I never went inside, though.
Why not?
You moved on. You published Carson McCullers. You're Durrell Welty.
You have been paying attention.
I always paid attention to you, Alice. I knew if I didn't, I was in trouble.
We were so young.
We were. But I wonder, was I old enough to have behaved differently? Better?
Yes. When I came to Raleigh today, it wasn't my intention to see you. I was at the Hall of Records with the same woman who had been working there for 20 years. And I asked if anyone had looked for the whereabouts of our child, and she said not one. Not one person, not you.
I didn't, Alice.
And you never came to see me. Why?
Oh, come on, Alice. Is it better to hope or to know?
Please.
After my father died, we found out it was he who had funded your scholarship.
Why?
To get you out of town. Guilt.
Guilt?
Alice. On the train to Raleigh, somewhere in the night, my father took our son and threw him off the train and into the river below. I had a vision of how our life would be, rolling like a river, peaceful, wild and free. I had a vision of how our life would go, a happy little family playing on the porch. If I could lift this veil of darkness, if I could see my way back to you, I have been blinded. All the lights went dim. I'm dead by someone. I can't speak of him. I had a vision of how our life would be, keep singing while you play piano. If I could lift this veil of darkness, if I could seal my way back to you, I had a vision of how our life would be. Everything was beautiful, you were next to me. I had a vision of how our life would go. Everything was wonderful. And I loved you so.
Hello, Max. How can I help you?
Oh, I'm a little early. I'm taking Edna home before the bookstore closes.
Well, guess what? We just closed. May I help you? Well,
Happy to see me?
for a writer, you're not very good at reading people. What are you doing here?
Margot, you're the first person I wanted to tell. I'm going to be published in the Asheville Southern Journal.
Oh my gosh, Billy, this is amazing! That is some damn news.
My.
What is it, Billy?
I think I'm starting to see you in a new way.
What do you mean?
Margot, since I got back from the war, many things have changed in my life.
Of course.
And some things have remained constant. Family, this place, Hayes Creek. But one thing has been both constant and changing, and I wonder how is that possible?
Anything's possible with people. What is it?
Us?
There's an us?
There is, if you want there to be.
I don't know. I've just never thought about you that way.
We're supposed to be together. I know, I feel it way down deep in my soul. We're never meant to be apart. I keep you here inside of my heart. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will.
We're supposed to be together, it's true. I've had my doubts, but not about you.
We're never meant to be apart. I love you now, I have from the start. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. Margot, I have a confession to make. While I was in Asheville, I kissed a girl.
What was it like?
You ever kissed a chicken?
Yes.
How long has it been since I kissed you?
12 years, and that was on a dare. You ran like a rabbit.
Believe it or not, I'm shaking now like I was that day.
We're never meant to be apart. I love you now, I have from the start. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. Always have,
Anybody home?
Well, child, just as promised.
Daddy, we're almost the same age now.
Oh, I'm staying a bit ahead of you, I think. I'm so happy to see you, darling. I didn't know I was worth a visit anymore.
Daddy, how can you say that?
Through the years, reasonableness has laid its hand on my shoulder, and the things I've done in the past don't quite stack up like they used to. Do you want some water?
You have any of that hooch?
I do. How long can you stay?
Just one day.
Just one day, darling. That is a short time to say a lot.
Mama here?
She's at the neighbor's. She'll be back. But, well, I'm glad to have you alone. I can talk to your mama, but not about certain things.
Sounds like you've been banking words, Daddy.
You've got to around here. Damn trees. Some nights it's so quiet you can hear a leaf fall. And you can tell the color of that leaf just by the slightest crisp crack it makes as it lights on the ground.
I know that feeling. Sometimes I hear the fiddlers in town and I know they're playing the sound of the winds over the lakes back home. What can't you talk to Mom about?
Certainly not about things that happened 23 years ago.
No, not about things that happened 23 years ago.
That had to be the most painful day of your life. It was, wasn't it, sweetheart?
Oh, Daddy.
It was.
Yes.
Well, if shame could ever equal pain, I would say I know how you feel. Because how I felt after that day made it the most shameful day of my life.
Thank you, Daddy.
I believe that was the last day my own dad still had hold of me. How I felt after that helped me purge him from me. I don't ask for forgiveness.
Daddy, I forgive you.
No, Alice, I cannot even forgive myself. I wonder what happened to that boy. Do you know, Alice?
I do, Daddy. He was adopted by a nice family in California. He's well educated and raised well, and he's a fine young man.
Well, that's what I wished for him all along.
Maybe it's your wishes that made it so.
The sun is gonna shine again. The sun is gonna shine again.
Your daddy knows we're coming?
He sure does. Hey, Daddy, it's Billy. And put some pants on. There's a lady present.
All right, let me get them on. Hello, son. I still salute you.
Daddy, this is Miss Murphy.
I know all about you. We're standing on the wrong side of the porch.
You want a knee high?
Yes, thank you.
Miss Murphy, there's a barber shop in Hayes Creek with your magazine stacked on the settee. We're readers here.
And Billy will be published in its next issue.
I heard. Mary Lee would have been very pleased to hear that.
Mary Lee.
That's my mother.
Billy, you got clothes here, you know that? Good pants and some shirts. You ought to pack them up and take them to your new place.
I could use them, Daddy.
You must have wonderful stories about your wife, Mr. Kane. Maybe Billy should write about them.
Oh, I don't think so. Better to pick from the whole town with their array of cads and scoundrels.
Look at this. My old mail order plaid's still good, and my old fishing vest.
Let me get you something to put them in, Miss Murphy.
So, how do you like it here?
I love it, Billy. Reminds me of Zebulon in some ways. You must find wonderful repose here, Mr. Kane.
I do. Miss Murphy?
Sorry. Mr. Kane, your wife must have died young. Billy is only 23.
We lost Mary Lee a year ago when she was 65. She had Billy late in life, which is a rarity around these parts, when everybody's married and bearing children before they can ride a bicycle. Billy, there's a box of your stuff in the shed.
I don't want to waste Miss Murphy's time with that. But look what I found. A good pair of boots and my old baby sweater. I want to show this to Margot. What is it?
I know that sweater. I know that suitcase.
How?
My life was born away from me in it.
You said you've seen this sweater before?
I made it.
I knew this day would come.
It's you who has a story, isn't it, Mr. Kane? It's you.
What are you talking about, Daddy?
Billy, one night I was out frog gigging, and I went a little farther down the river than I usually go. Now, where are you, fat ones? Me and Mary Lee are going to cook some of you for dinner. Ha ha! Ha ha ha! There you are, Mr. Toad. Ha ha ha! Oh, damn it! You made me lose Mr. Ichabod P. Toad. I hear you. Over there. Somebody there? Anybody there? My Lord. Moses. Little Moses in the rushes. Banged and bruised. Good Lord. You're in a heap of trouble, little fella. Come on. Let's get you fixed up. If you came from the sky, it's the Lord's will that we raise you. If you came from that train, it means somebody didn't want you.
My baby, I can't wait to see you. My baby, I can't wait to see you. So familiar, I could feel you when you came through the door. So familiar, like I knew you somewhere before. You're my baby. How can this be? You're my sweet baby. Come back to me. So familiar, I could feel you, here in my heart. So peculiar, like I knew you, right from the start.
I'm sorry, Miss Murphy, but my mother is buried just beyond this cabin.
Billy! Billy!
to this gorgeous morning light at last. At last, at last, at long last, the answer to a mother's prayer, healing of my heart's despair, a burden no longer to bear at last. Fountain in the square, filled with flashing chords, wishes in the water, oh, to find my boy at last. Lonely moments nearly broke my will to live. Something always told me to long for this. Oh, love is coming home. At last, at last, at long last, a blessing unequivocal, truly it's a miracle, faith restored and hope secure. Hallelujah, hallelujah. It's the day I've waited for. It's the day I've waited for. It's the day I've waited for.
Where is she? She's an hour and a half late. This is not like her.
She got a notice from the post office that there's a special message waiting for her.
If they can send the notice, why can't they send the letter?
She went down there with Jimmy Ray to pick it up.
Her and Jimmy Ray are pretty cozy.
He's attractive, don't you think?
Oh, Lucy, I don't know how to tell if a man's attractive or not.
Yes, you do.
All right, now you got to read the next line.
Oh, my Lord. Daryl, this is the funniest thing I've ever read. We've got to publish this in our humor column right away.
What is it?
It's a hilarious piece by a writer I've never heard the name of, Lillian Jones.
Lillian Jones? Congratulations, Daryl!
What?
Lillian Jones is my new pet name.
Well, good for you.
Miss Murphy, you have been on a tear lately.
You have. Miss Murphy, may I be frank?
You may, but it's going to take a while to get used to calling you that.
What has come over you? I really do miss that dark layer of gloom you brought with you to work every day.
Well, I suppose everyone's going to find out eventually. Years ago, I had a child.
Daryl, you owe me $5.
Well, it turns out he's alive and well and raised by another family, and he works for me.
He works for Oh my God, it's Daryl!
It's Billy.
It's Billy.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
The last night we spoke, a month now. He hasn't written or called since, but I suppose these things take time, don't you think?
I'm thinking of taking a trip just to lay my eyes on him. I wouldn't know him if I saw him.
Hello. Oh,
Oh my God.
Hello, Billy Kane.
You're a handsome boy. You take after your father, and that would be me.
Honor to meet you, sir.
Hey, Lucy, you want to look for that missing pencil box?
Missing pencil box.
Now, where did that pencil box go? Found it.
Miss Murphy, I came to apologize.
Oh, Billy, you don't have to
I do.
apologize.
I was selfish. All I could think about was how much I hurt that night, but I was wrong. It was every one of us.
Billy,
And I went to the site of my real birth, a small cabin in the woods.
how did you find it?
Oh, your father loves you very much. He took me there and he told me that awful story of how I was ripped from your arms. And I understood that truth walks beside us like a shadow until it merges with us. And until it does, we are never truly whole.
You are in no doubt your mother's son.
And Lucy, I owe you an apology. Perhaps I was a little too misleading.
Oh, well, we can start fresh.
And hello, everyone. I'm Margot. I'm Billy's fiance.
What? You are? Thanks for letting me know.
Alice, are you going to the wedding?
Well, of course I am. He's my son.
Not theirs, ours.
Lucy, put getting married on my itinerary.
That is the Miss Murphy we know and love.
I had a vision of how our life would be, rolling like a river, peaceful, wild and free.
I have a vision of how our life will go. All of our kids singing while you play piano.
And Lucy and I, we're getting married. We're not, but wouldn't that be great?
Let me live this veil of darkness. Love, let me see my way back to you. I have a vision of how